Hello and good evening. I'm kind of in Texas, I believe Abilene. Just wanted to give you a quick video. I promised a video this weekend, but just got a little busy doing a lot of driving to California. Everything's been good. I'm with a new company, as I mentioned in the last video. Didn't really want to give it out, but I'm okay with giving it out now. I did end up going back to Swift. This is my third go around with Swift. I believe the freight market is somewhat better. That was the reason that I went back to Swift. Not that I had any issues with Christensen. Christensen kept me moving. The only problem that I had with Christensen is it just seemed like I wasn't making any money. I believe their lease purchase program that they had was set up, I don't want to say set up for fail, but it was hard to make anything over the $1,500, $1,600 range. Very hard. And you had to consistently run 2,800 miles to get to that point. Now, with 2,700 to 2,800 miles with Swift is where I went back to. It's pretty attainable as long as the freight's there. A lot of the reasons why I left Swift the last time was probably my fault more than theirs, in a roundabout way. They did try to make it hard to get loads and to keep moving, but I'm not a quiet person. I make it very verbally clear what I like to do, how many miles I like to drive. I know how much money I like to make, but anyway, 2,800 miles here at Swift, you're looking at over a $2,000 paycheck every single day, just because the payment on the truck is still the same, the purchase payment. It doesn't change. It's not a variable payment like Christensen had. The people at Christensen are great people. It's a great company. It just wasn't right for me at that time. I enjoyed my time at Christensen. I did stay busy. The people there are great. But again, like I said, I just couldn't get over that $1,500, $1,600 a week paycheck. Not that that's bad money. A lot of people, that's great money. But for me, I know what my potential is. I know what I need to do. I know what needs to be done. This time around, going back to Swift, I went with a little bit different of an edge. I went with the Kenworth truck. I got a new Kenworth T680, the new generation. And the only reason that I changed from the Volvo to the Kenworth is because the technology I felt like was there because of the Peterbilt that I had at Christensen. I really enjoyed that ride. I really enjoyed the comfortable suspension that it had. The new Edge Peterbilts and the Kenworths with the digital dashes really was a big difference. The ride is awesome. Everything about the truck I loved with the Peterbilt. The Kenworth is probably the closest thing that you can get to the Peterbilt, and that's why I went. My goal with me coming back to Swift is to train. I'm going to go back to training like I did in the past. It's not like it's great money, but it's better, and it helps. It helps you get over that, you know, $2,500 to the $3,000 range. It's a little bit more money. It is a little bit time consuming, and sometimes it wears on your nerves a little bit, but you're still in control. I feel like the people that I have trained in the past, there's 2 of them that are still with the company. The other 3 are gone. But, you know, in this business, that happens. I feel like they learn a lot. I try to be as easy as I can with the trainees. And I'm going to continue back to that as soon as I'm able to. The other thing that I'm going to start doing, and you're going to start seeing a lot of different things on this channel. I said there was a lot of plans for this channel. I'm still trying to work a lot of the details out, and I'll get them all worked out. It's going to be very exciting. I'm going to have a lot of contests. Going to have some money that's given away, and it's going to be fun at the same time. But anyway, back to that. I am going to do some recruiting. Swift has changed their recruiting money than it was before. Before, they paid you quite a bit of money to do recruiting, which honestly, sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes that's a bad thing. It's a good thing, obviously, because you make more money, but it's a bad thing because you try to recruit people in here and you're a little bit more aggressive to get them in here for the money. Now arounds, the money isn't really the reason to bring people in. The reason to bring people in is to bring them into a good situation. I believe that Swift is a good situation, especially for a person just getting started. If you got 9 months to a year of driving experience, I'm pretty confident that you can get into the owner-operator division, is where you want to be to make money. If you don't, then you can start out with Swift. They do have a training school to where you can be trained and learn how to drive properly. I do feel that their school is probably the best. I have researched a lot, and I know the classes that I went to over 20 years ago. And let me tell you what, the one that I went through over 20 years ago was just geared to get your license. Here, I feel like that if you don't pass certain things, they will extend your time until you do pass, until you do things right. And that's the same thing with going out with a trainer, with what I plan on doing. This is a very good place. Not that Christensen's a bad place. It's just, again, the money situation. I know where I need to be, and I know what my capabilities are. And if anybody ever tells you anything, it's not about the money, they will be lying. It's always about the money. Always make as much money as you can. And just what I tell all of my friends and everybody that ever comes into this business, it's like being a professional athlete. You have to go to who pays the money. And Swift is a good system. Almost all of their freight is drop and hook. And if you've been driving for any length of time, that's the kind of load you want. You want drop and hook, because it gets you to a place, you drop the trailer, you get to the next place, get the next trailer, and move on. Live loads, live unloads, I was doing quite a bit of that with Christensen. And anybody that does that knows that that's just time that's wasted. Granted, I didn't waste a lot of time doing their live loads and live unloads. I was in and out in most places within a couple hours. But you do that 3 or 4 times a week, those 2 or 3 hours, they mount up. And when hours mount up, that means money that you could have been making. Because you figure you can drive about 60 miles in an hour, give or take, depending on how fast you drive. Some people drive a lot faster than what I do. There's no reason, in my opinion, to drive any faster than 60 to 65 miles an hour. There are occasions where you have to push it a little bit more just to make deadlines, but majority of the time with Swift, their freight here is geared at 45 to 50 miles an hour. So you got plenty of time to make it to where you need to and not have any issues. Again, like I said, it's all about the money. You can easily make 6 figures here at this company doing what I do. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to email me with the link that I put at the bottom with my email address. Leave your phone number there. I'll be happy to call anybody and explain the system. The system is really easy here to make money. Sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge to get loads, but it is getting better. I think the freight market will change, but I don't think it's going to change tremendously until probably next year. Not that I'm getting on a political rant, but I think the politics need to change a little bit in order for things to change. And that's any year that you have an election. But anyway, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. Everything's great so far. I've been here 2.5 weeks. Got my first paycheck. It was nice. This paycheck this week is going to be just as nice. If not, actually, it's going to be nicer. It's going to be twice as much. But again, I'm just getting back into the habit of through their system. And kind of in this video, I did want to put up a challenge. Thanks, first of all, for the subscribers. I'm up to over 300 subscribers now, and I think that's pretty good for only having a channel for 3 months. Well, it's been active for quite a few years, but just really in the last 3 months is when I've started producing videos. But the challenge that I have, I will pay someone $50 through a gift card, PayPal, however you want it. I will pay $50 for somebody that comes up with the nickname of my truck. And again, there's no secrets about it. I will pick the name that I like. It has nothing to do with anybody else. If you want to call it a fair system, not fair system, it don't matter. It's what I like. If someone can come up with the name of the truck that I have, shoot it in the comments. The person that gives me the name that I like, I'll go with. And that's it. It's real easy. I will do a truck walk around on my video. I won't do that for a couple more weeks. I'm going to wait till after the holiday. I'm having my business name put back on the truck like I had before. Once I do that, I will clean it up and present it out nice. And I will do a great walk around video. Oh, and by the way, 37,000 views on the walk around video on the Peterbilt was astronomically phenomenal. I don't even know how else to explain it. It has surpassed every imaginable thing that I ever thought could happen. And granted, there might be some people on there that were trolls or maybe bots or whatever, but still 37,000 views. And I got a pretty good idea that most of those views are legit. So anyway, I will do a walk around video of my truck once I get my new logo put on, the name put on, and I will clean the truck up and it will be spotless. And I think everybody will be very impressed. And again, I will be recruiting. I will leave my driver code and my recruiter in the description. So if you decide you want to come, please use my driver code, get in touch with me, ask me questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. But anyway, I'm going to conclude this video. Y'all have a great night and be safe as always. Thank you.